In the first years of our marriage, there were many adjustments that needed to be made.
Not the least of these adjustments was how we handle our money.
In this interview, David and Ella tell us how they assess each other's strengths and weaknesses.
And who's better suited to what task in their teamwork experience. God bless and thanks for joining us. Has it been an adjustment now sharing finances for the two of you now that you're married?
Yes, it is a bit of an adjustment because ultimately we'd moved into a role before getting married where we stopped seeing ourselves as individual people and as a couple. Now that we are married, finances are part of that as well. So ultimately, who pays for something, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's our finances, not my finances and her finances.
So you had that sorted out even before you got married, you started thinking along those lines? Is that what you mean?
Not in terms of finances, no.
Oh, okay. So you changed it once you did get married.
That's something which, it's something we are even still working on it to a certain extent.
Okay.
Where we, because we're in really the early days at this moment in time.
Okay.
There's a lot of those sorts of things which we are still kind of working out the details in terms of how we want to operate going forward.
Now, obviously, you have both been brought up in very different ways. So you will have had very different ideas of how to spend your money. Have you found the differences on what you want to spend have been a problem between you?
I think this goes to show how Dave really comes from a family who there's an accountant, so she's very good with working with finances, and I think I'm a bit rubbish at that. I was sort of a bit more of the spender in our relationship, and it's probably not as a result of my upbringing. It's just because maybe when I first got my salary that I worked for, it was like sort of, I can just do whatever I want. Even though my family we were quite, my parents were quite with finances, they were quite strict with it as well. But then I think it's in a way, when we got married, he kept me grounded on stuff that we actually need, and to only buy stuff that we are actually gonna use. Or he's a bit more practical in that sense.
Being realistic about strengths and weaknesses just makes good sense.
David and Ella have ascertained which one is suited for looking after finances and which is not.
Yep. Next week, Judy and I will be talking about a very important subject.
Until what age must parents continue to pay for their children?
Yeah, let's prick the big bubble. See you then. God bless and bye for now.